Chosen one, do not move past this. Do not treat this as noise. This message reached you in a moment heaven already saw. And while your eyes may think you clicked by accident, your spirit knows something has been pressing against your chest all day. There is a warning in the air. There is a signal trying to reach you. Only 2 minutes left does not mean panic. It means attention. It means the window is narrow. It means the next thing you say, answer, accept, reject, or believe may shape the door that opens next. Heaven is not trying to scare you. Heaven is trying to stop you before you move from fear instead of truth. 2 angels from heaven are trying to warn you. Not because you are weak, not because you are cursed, not because something has power over you. They are warning you because something connected to your blessing is close. And when a blessing gets close, distraction always gets louder. The noise rises before the door opens. You have felt it already. Your sleep has been strange. Your thoughts have been heavy. Your heart has been faster than usual. And even when nothing obvious is happening around you, something inside keeps whispering that a decision is near. That feeling is not random. Your spirit is sensing movement before your eyes can prove it. Listen carefully. 1 angel has been sent to protect you. The other has been sent to direct you. One is standing near the door you must not reopen, while the other is standing near the path you have been afraid to trust. This is why the warning feels urgent. Heaven is not asking for your fear. Heaven is asking for your focus. There is someone, something, or some old pattern trying to pull you back into the version of yourself that prayed to escape. It may come as a message. It may come as guilt. It may come as pressure. It may come as a sudden urge to explain yourself to people who already decided not to understand you. Do not rush back. This is the first warning. Not every open door is from God. Not every apology is safe. Not every opportunity is aligned. And not every familiar voice deserves access to the new peace heaven is building inside you. Some things return only to test whether you still confuse attachment with assignment. Be still before you answer. The second warning is deeper. There is a blessing trying to locate the real you. Not the anxious you. Not the exhausted you. Not the version of you who keeps preparing for disappointment before hope can breathe. Heaven is trying to bring something toward you, but your inner signal has been buried under stress for too long. That is why this message had to interrupt you. Your mind has been loud. Your body has been tired. Your spirit has been carrying things that were never meant to stay. And when a chosen one lives too long in survival mode, even a divine opportunity can feel like another threat. You may reject peace because chaos feels familiar. This is not your fault. You learn to survive. You learn to stay ready. You learn to read the room, feel the shift, and prepare for pain before anyone admitted it was coming. But heaven is saying this season cannot be entered with the same nervous system that carried you through the last battle. You need a reset inside. This is why the warning came with urgency. When heaven is about to reposition you, old voices often return. Old fears wake up. Old habits knock again. And the mind begins to ask, what if nothing changes? That question sounds innocent, but it can poison the soil where faith is trying to grow. Guard your inner ground. Do not let one tired moment make a permanent decision. Do not let one lonely night reopen a door God closed with mercy. Do not let one wave of fear make you speak against the life you have been praying for. The angel of protection is near you now, not to punish you, but to keep you from handing your future to your old pain. You may have been feeling pulled in 2 directions. One part of you wants to believe, another part wants proof first. One part of you feels the promise. Another part keeps remembering every time you were disappointed. This inner conflict is exactly why heaven sent 2 witnesses. Protection for your heart, direction for your next step. This is the part you must hear. Your blessing is not lost. Your signal has been buried. There is a difference. Lost means gone. Buried means covered. Buried means the treasure is still there, but layers of fear, disappointment, stress, and survival have been sitting on top of it. Heaven is not replacing you. Heaven is uncovering you. Your inner signal was never meant to be ruled by fear. It was meant to receive wisdom. It was meant to recognize timing. It was meant to guide your steps toward the provision God already prepared. But when stress becomes the loudest voice, even a chosen one can start reacting like an orphan instead of moving like a child of heaven. This is why you must slow down for these words. The next season will require a calmer you, not a perfect you, not a fearless you, a calmer you, a you who can hear before reacting, a you who can wait without collapsing, a you who can receive without sabotaging, a you who can say no without guilt and yes without panic. The 2 minutes are a symbol. They represent the small space between reaction and obedience. They represent the holy pause before you answer the message, make the purchase, sign the paper, send the reply, accept the invitation, or return to the pattern that once drained your soul. Heaven is meeting you in that pause. Right now, one angel is warning you about access. Who has access to your mind? Who has access to your emotions? Who can change your whole mood with one message? Who can make you doubt what God already confirmed? The answer may hurt, but it will also free you. Not everyone deserves the keys to your atmosphere. The other angel is warning you about alignment. What have you been speaking over your money? What have you been expecting from your future? What story do you repeat when no one is listening? If your mouth keeps agreeing with lack, your spirit keeps fighting a battle. Your words keep feeding. This is not condemnation. This is correction. Do you understand why this found you now? You are standing at the edge of a shift. The old season is trying to get one last reaction from you. The new season is trying to get one clear yes from you. And between those two voices, heaven sent 2 angels to say, listen before you move. Listen before you speak. Listen before you agree. Chosen one, this is the interruption before the instruction. This is the knock before the door opens. This is heaven placing a hand on your shoulder before you take the next step. The angels are not begging because you are doomed. They are begging because you are close. Close to clarity, close to release, close to the signal returning. And before you can understand the full warning, you must understand why heaven sent 2 angels, not one. One is pointing at what has been draining you. The other is pointing at what has been trying to reach you. If you miss either message, you may protect your life, but still miss your direction. So breathe. Stay here. The warning is opening now. Chosen one. Now the warning begins to open. The angels are not only pointing at danger, they are pointing at distortion. Something has been twisting your peace, clouding your judgment, and making you question what heaven already placed inside you. That is why you could not shake the feeling. Something was off, even when everything looked normal. The first angel is standing near the source of the drain. This may be a person, this may be a memory, this may be a habit you keep excusing because it once helped you survive. But what protected you in a past season can become a prison in a new one, especially when God is calling you higher. You have been giving access to things that do not feed your spirit. You check the message, you reread the words, you imagine what they meant. Then your whole mood changes before the day even begins. That is not love. That is not peace. That is a chain pretending to be concern. The warning is simple, but it is not easy. Stop letting the wrong voice decide your inner weather. Stop letting unstable people become the remote control for your emotions. And stop calling it loyalty when your soul is quietly bleeding from access God never asked you to give. The angel of protection is not only blocking enemies, he is blocking confusion. He is blocking the familiar pull that makes you walk back into rooms where your spirit becomes small. Some doors are not locked because God is cruel. Some doors are locked because your future cannot breathe there. You already know which door this is. Your body knows. Your chest tightens when it appears. Your spirit lowers when you think about it. And even though your mind tries to create excuses, A deeper part of you knows the peace leaves every time that access returns. That is the sign. Do not argue with the sign. Do not explain away the heaviness. Do not spiritualize what keeps draining you. Sometimes, the clearest warning from heaven is not a thunderous voice, but the quiet loss of peace every time you are about to repeat the old pattern again. The second angel is different. He is not standing at the door behind you. He is standing near the path ahead of you. He is warning you that something good is closer than your fear wants to believe. And if you keep staring backward, you may miss what has been trying to reach you. This blessing is not loud yet. It is subtle. It may begin as an idea. It may begin as an unexpected contact. It may begin as a sudden urge to prepare, clean, organize, save, learn, rest, or finally move differently. Heaven often sends direction as a whisper before it becomes a door. Chosen one, hope is not your enemy. Blindness is. Heaven is not asking you to trust every feeling. Heaven is asking you to discern the fruit. Does it bring peace or panic? Does it bring clarity or confusion? Does it pull you toward your calling or drag you back into emotional survival? This is where the two angels meet. One says, protect your peace. The other says, prepare your mind. One says, do not go back. The other says, get ready to receive. And both of them are begging you to hear them, because the next move cannot be made from the old wound. You may feel the warning in your finances too. Money comes, then disappears. Opportunities appear, then stall. You try harder, but the same invisible wall seems to rise again. And sometimes you wonder if heaven forgot the promises spoken over your life. But the angels are saying, look deeper. There is a difference between lack around you and lack speaking through you. There is a difference between a hard season and a scarcity signal living in your mind. When you have been under pressure for too long, your thoughts can start preparing for loss before provision even arrives. The warning is not that you are unworthy. The warning is that your inner signal has been covered by fear. You still carry the gift. You still carry the promise. You still carry the capacity to receive. But stress has been speaking so loudly that wisdom has had to whisper beneath it. This is why heaven keeps slowing you down, not to deny you, to restore your hearing, not to punish you, to clear your signal. If you keep rushing from fear, you will keep choosing what feels urgent instead of what is aligned. The angels are trying to interrupt that cycle. One of the strongest signs is sudden heaviness before an old pattern returns. You may feel tired for no reason. You may lose focus. You may feel tempted to make a fast decision just to escape the discomfort. That is not always weakness. Sometimes it is a warning light inside your spirit. Another sign is strange resistance around the right thing. You know what would help you. You know what would bring peace. You know what would bring order. Yet something in you keeps delaying it, because the old self is afraid of a life where chaos is no longer the center. The second angel is warning you not to reject the unfamiliar blessing. Not every new thing is a trap. Not every calm season is temporary. Not every person with peace is pretending. And not every financial opening is too good for you. Sometimes God gives gently because you have already endured enough harshness. You are being invited to prepare differently. Prepare your thoughts. Prepare your words. Prepare your body to stop living as if disaster owns the next page. The next door will require you to receive without flinching, and that means the noise inside you must become quieter than the voice of God. That is why later in this message, there is something I need to share called the wealth signal. It is a simple 5-minute audio created to help quiet the noise of stress and guide the mind back toward a calmer state of flow and abundance. But first, you need to understand why the angels are warning you now. You were not created to live from panic. You were not created to chase crumbs. You were not created to expect loss every time something good appears. The warning is calling you out of that old agreement. It is calling you back into a state where you can hear, choose, and receive with peace. This is why the angel of protection is dealing with access, while the angel of direction is dealing with alignment. Access determines what enters your atmosphere. Alignment determines what you can recognize when it arrives. If the wrong thing keeps entering, the right thing becomes harder to hear. Think about the past few days. Who or what stole your attention? What thought kept repeating? What fear kept trying to become a prophecy? These questions matter because the warning is personal. Heaven is not speaking in general. Heaven is putting light on the exact place where your signal has been disturbed. The first angel is pointing at what drains you. The second angel is pointing at what is trying to reach you. And now the message becomes even deeper, because the next part will show you how a chosen one can carry a promise, yet still feel blocked by the noise of scarcity inside the mind. Chosen one. This is where the warning reaches the hidden place. You have been looking at the outside battle, but heaven is pointing at the inner one. Something has been fighting your signal. Something has been pulling your mind back into survival. And when the mind lives in survival too long, even a promise can feel like pressure. You may have wondered why money feels strange around you. It comes close, then slips away. It appears, then delays. You make plans, then an unexpected need takes the space. And after a while, you start wondering if abundance is for other people, while you are only allowed to watch from the outside. That thought is a lie, but it becomes powerful when you repeat it. Scarcity does not always begin in the wallet. Sometimes it begins in the nervous system. Sometimes it begins when disappointment teaches your mind to expect loss, even before provision gets the chance to arrive at your door. This is the interference. It is not only spiritual pressure from outside, it is also the noise of fear inside. It is the old survival rhythm that says, hurry, grab, worry, defend, and prepare for the worst. That rhythm can become so familiar that peace feels suspicious when it finally comes. The angels are warning you because your next blessing needs a different response. You cannot receive a calm door with a panicked spirit. You cannot recognize a divine offer while rehearsing rejection, and you cannot keep asking heaven for increase while your inner world keeps preparing to lose everything again. But heaven is saying, the guard must learn discernment. Not every knock is danger, not every shift is loss, not every silence is abandonment, and not every delay means denial. Some delays were protection. Some waiting was God keeping you from a door that looked golden but carried chains. The first angel is exposing the drain. The second angel is exposing the distortion. The drain is what steals your energy. The distortion is what changes how you see yourself after the energy is gone. When you are drained long enough, you start calling yourself unlucky instead of protected. That is the danger. You were never meant to name yourself by your hardest season. You were never meant to build your identity from unpaid bills, closed doors, and people who could not see your worth. Heaven sees more than the pressure. Heaven sees the promise underneath the pressure. Heaven sees the signal still alive. This is why the warning keeps returning to your inner state. Your words matter. Your expectation matters. Your attention matters. Because the way you see yourself will influence what you allow, what you reject, what you pursue, and what you sabotage before it has time to grow. Some of you have been praying for a financial breakthrough while secretly expecting another emergency. You say you believe, but your body is braced. You speak faith, but your mind checks for disaster. And heaven is not condemning you for that, because God knows what survival did to your nervous system. But God is also calling you higher, not with shame, with mercy. He is saying, your next season cannot be governed by the fear that helped you endure the last one. The same mind that protected you in the storm may try to keep you from walking into the open field. This is why you keep feeling a pull to become still. You need silence. You need order. You need a small daily place where fear does not get to lead. You need to hear the difference between a true warning and a trauma reaction, because both can feel loud when your spirit is tired. The scarcity signal speaks in urgency. It says, there is never enough. It says, you will miss it. It says, you are behind. It says, every blessing will cost you pain, and if you listen too long, you begin to obey that voice. The abundance signal speaks differently. It does not always shout. It steadies you. It gives you a clean next step. It helps you feel peace without needing every answer first. And it reminds you that provision is not only about money, but also timing, wisdom, clarity, and divine connection. This is what the two angels are trying to protect. They are not only protecting your bank account, they are protecting your agreement. They are protecting the place inside you where you say yes to what heaven is sending. If fear owns that place, even a blessing can be treated like a threat. The enemy does not always need to destroy the door. Sometimes he only needs to disturb the person standing in front of it. If your mind is racing, if your heart is suspicious, and if your mouth is speaking defeat, then the door can open, and you may still hesitate to enter. This is where the wealth signal becomes important. Not as pressure, not as a promise of instant riches, not as a replacement for prayer, wisdom, or action. It is a simple 5-minute audio created to help guide the mind out of stress, noise, and back toward a calmer state of flow and abundance. Think of it as a quiet reset, a short space where your mind stops rehearsing lack and begins to remember peace. When used with intention, it can become a daily signal to your inner world that fear does not get to lead every financial thought, every decision, and every expectation. That is why this fits the warning. The angels are not only saying, avoid the wrong door, they are saying, prepare the right state. Because when the right door opens, you do not want to stand there with the old panic, the old suspicion, and the old belief that good things never stay. But this season is different. Heaven is not asking you to chase. Heaven is asking you to align. Alignment means your thoughts stop fighting your prayers. Alignment means your words stop canceling your hope. Alignment means your choices begin to match the version of you that already believes the blessing is real. The angels are warning you about the cost of staying noisy. A noisy mind misreads divine timing. A noisy heart clings to draining people. A noisy spirit mistakes pressure for purpose. And a noisy mouth can speak agreement with the very lack you are asking heaven to break. If you say, nothing ever works for me, your body listens. If you say, I always lose, your decisions listen. If you say, I am too late, your courage listens. But if you begin to say, I am being guided, protected, and prepared, something inside you begins to stand again. The warning behind the warning is clear now. The drain must be removed, but the signal must also be restored. If you only leave what drains you, but never quiet the noise inside you, you may walk into a new room carrying the same old expectation of lack. And once you understand how your signal was buried, you will understand why the next decision you make must not come from fear. The angels are moving closer now. One is guarding the door behind you. One is pointing to the door ahead. And in the next part, their message becomes impossible to ignore. Chosen one. This is the moment the warning becomes clear. The angels have moved from the edge of your awareness into the center of your spirit. You cannot pretend you did not feel this. You cannot call it random anymore. Something in you knows heaven is speaking now. The first angel is saying, stop answering what God already told you to leave. Stop replying to the thing that keeps pulling you back into confusion. Stop reopening the wound just because it learned how to sound familiar. The door behind you is not glowing because it is holy. It is glowing because your memory keeps lighting it up. You have mistaken access for love before. You have mistaken guilt for calling. You have mistaken pressure for urgency. And every time you returned from that place, your peace came back damaged, your clarity came back foggy, and your faith had to fight through exhaustion again. Heaven is interrupting that cycle. The first message is protection. Do not call back what drained you. Do not chase what God removed. Do not defend yourself to people who profit from misunderstanding you. Some people do not need another explanation. They need the boundary your spirit has been begging you to finally honor. This is not bitterness. This is wisdom. This is not pride. This is obedience. There is a difference between forgiving someone and giving them the keys again. There is a difference between loving from a distance and letting your future be delayed by the same pattern wearing a new face. The angel of protection is standing at the old door because you are tempted to answer it. You may not admit it, but heaven sees the pull. You want closure, you want proof, you want them to finally understand what they did. But sometimes closure is not a conversation. Sometimes closure is obedience. Do not make a financial decision while afraid. Do not send the message while wounded. Do not accept the offer while desperate. Do not return to the table just because silence feels lonely. The wrong yes can cost more than a temporary no, especially when heaven is teaching you to protect your atmosphere. The second angel is saying, prepare your mind for what heaven is sending. This is not only about leaving, this is about receiving. If the first angel guards what must stay behind you, the second angel trains your spirit to stop rejecting what belongs ahead of you. That is where the real shift begins. You have been so used to fighting that rest feels unsafe. You have been so used to lack that increase feels suspicious. You have been so used to proving yourself that favor feels undeserved. But heaven is saying, do not let old pain become the judge of a new blessing. The second message is direction. Get ready to receive without panic. Get ready to move without explaining everything. Get ready to say yes to peace, even when your old self wants to search for the hidden danger. A calm door can still be divine. A gentle answer can still be from God. This is the warning they are begging you to hear. If you keep reacting from fear, you may call protection rejection. You may call preparation delay. You may call peace boredom. You may call alignment loneliness. And you may walk away from the very thing heaven sent because it did not arrive with chaos. Chosen one, the blessing that is coming will not always match your trauma. It may not feel dramatic. It may not force itself into your life. It may arrive quietly, with clarity, order, and a clean sense of yes. That is why your inner signal must be restored before the door fully opens. When the mind is trapped in fear, it keeps reacting to scarcity. It grabs, it doubts, it rehearses loss. But when the noise becomes quiet, you can finally hear what God has been trying to place inside you. This is why the wealth signal matters here. The wealth signal is not about chasing money with panic. It is about returning to a calmer state where you can receive, discern, and move without fear, controlling every thought. It is a simple 5-minute audio designed to help quiet stress noise and guide the mind toward flow and abundance. This matters because your next move must not come from the old version of you. The old version says, hurry before it disappears. The old version says, settle before nothing comes. The old version says, expect loss so it hurts less. But heaven is not leading you through that voice anymore. The angels are not asking you to become careless. They are asking you to become clear. Discernment is not suspicion. Wisdom is not fear. Preparation is not panic. You can be watchful and peaceful at the same time, because true protection does not require you to live terrified. Now listen to the first angel again. Stop answering the thing God already closed. That includes the habit of speaking death over your future. That includes the cycle of expecting disappointment. That includes the old agreement that money will always leave, people will always betray, and good things will never stay. Listen to the second angel again. Prepare your mind for what heaven is sending. That means clean your words, clear your space, quiet your spirit. Stop practicing lack in your imagination. Stop rehearsing arguments with people who are not assigned to your next chapter. There is a door ahead, but your state matters. There is provision ahead, but your agreement matters. There is movement ahead, but your obedience matters. You cannot carry every old voice into a new room and then wonder why the atmosphere feels crowded. Some voices must be left outside. The warning is not just, be careful. The warning is, be aligned. Be careful with who enters. Be aligned with what heaven is sending. Be careful with what drains you. Be aligned with what restores you. Be careful with fear. Be aligned with faith that has learned wisdom. This is why the pressure has felt so strong. It was not only attack, it was transition. The old season was trying to pull one more reaction out of you, while the new season was waiting for one clear act of obedience. You are not stuck between two failures. You are standing between two doors. One door feels familiar, but it costs your peace. One door feels quiet, but it carries your future. One voice makes you anxious, but you know it well. One voice makes you steady, but you are still learning to trust it. The angels are saying, choose the voice that restores your spirit. Do not confuse urgency with heaven. Do not confuse intensity with truth. The enemy can rush you, but God can warn you without stealing your peace. The difference is important. A divine warning brings clarity after the shaking. A false alarm brings more confusion after every thought. Right now, ask yourself, what has been making you rush? Who makes you feel behind? What thought makes you feel unsafe? What decision feels powered by fear instead of wisdom? These questions are part of the warning, because heaven is showing you the exact place where your next no must be placed. Your no may protect your yes. Your silence may protect your blessing. Your pause may protect your future. And your decision not to react may be the very proof that you have grown beyond the old trap. Sometimes heaven measures readiness by restraint, not by movement. The angels are begging you because this moment is sacred, not scary, sacred. You are being shown the difference between the pull of the past and the call of the future. You are being given a chance to choose from clarity before emotion tries to take over again. So do not call them back just because your heart aches. Do not spend money just because fear says you are running out of time. Do not speak against your future just because the evidence has not arrived yet. Do not make permanent vows while passing through temporary heaviness. The first angel says, protect what remains of your peace. The second angel says, prepare what is about to receive. Together they are saying, the warning is not complete until your next move changes. Heaven did not send this message for entertainment. Heaven sent it to interrupt a pattern. And now you know what the angels are saying. They are not here to announce destruction. They are here to stop delay. They are here to separate your future from your fear. They are here to protect your blessing from the old version of you that kept choosing survival over alignment. But the warning is not complete yet. Knowing the message is not the same as obeying it. Feeling the truth is not the same as moving differently. The final part will show you what heaven is asking you to do with this tonight, before the old noise tries to rise again. Chosen one, now you know why heaven interrupted you. The warning was not sent to frighten you. It was sent to protect your peace, restore your signal, and stop one old reaction from delaying one new door. The angels have spoken clearly. One says, protect what remains. The other says, prepare for what is coming. So tonight, do not rush, do not prove, do not chase, do not answer from panic. Sit with your spirit before you move, because the next thing you do must come from alignment, not fear. Heaven did not bring you this far to let an old wound drive the next decision. The first instruction is simple. Be still before reacting. If a message comes, pause. If pressure rises, breathe. If fear starts making predictions, do not agree with it. There is a holy space between the trigger and the choice, and that space is where your freedom begins. That small pause may save your peace. That small pause may protect your money. That small pause may stop you from returning to a pattern that already cost too much. You are not weak because you need time. You are wise because you refuse to let urgency become your master. The second instruction is this: protect your signal. What you watch matters. What you repeat matters. Who you allow into your atmosphere matters. If something keeps dragging your spirit into lack, panic, anger, guilt, or old survival, it is not neutral. It is training your inner world. Your signal is the place where faith, expectation, wisdom, and peace meet. It is the quiet knowing that God has not forgotten you. It is the inner agreement that provision can find you without you becoming desperate. and it is the part of you that must no longer be buried under fear. That is why heaven is asking for a cleanup. Clean your words, clean your room, clean your contacts, clean your morning thoughts, clean the story you keep telling about your future. You cannot keep calling yourself abandoned while asking to receive as someone who is chosen. The third instruction is this: align with abundance before making the next move. This does not mean pretending. This does not mean denying the bills, the pressure, or the waiting. It means refusing to let scarcity become your identity while God is still writing the next chapter. Say this in your heart: I am not late, I am not forgotten, I am not trapped in the old season. I am being guided, protected, prepared, and positioned. Say it slowly, because your spirit needs to hear your mouth stop agreeing with the fear that tried to own you. The angels are not asking you to become loud. They are asking you to become clear. Clarity is powerful. A clear yes can open what confusion delayed. A clear no can protect what weakness almost surrendered. And a clear mind can recognize provision without needing chaos to introduce it. This is why the wealth signal belongs in this moment. If this message spoke to you, and you know your mind has been stuck in stress, fear, and survival mode, I want you to listen to the wealth signal today. Use it as a simple 5-minute reset for your inner world. It is a short audio designed to help guide your mind out of scarcity noise and back toward a calmer, abundant state. Not as pressure, not as panic, not as a replacement for prayer or wisdom, but as a quiet daily moment where you stop letting fear be the loudest voice. The link is in the pinned comment and description. Begin today with intention. Listen when your thoughts feel crowded. Listen when your heart starts expecting loss. Listen before you make decisions from panic. Let it become a small sacred pause that helps your signal grow clearer again. You do not need to force the blessing. You need to stop fighting the state required to receive it. When peace comes, do not reject it. When help appears, do not assume it is a trap. When a new idea rises, do not bury it under every past disappointment. Remember the first angel. He is guarding the door behind you. He is saying, do not return to what emptied you. Do not let loneliness rewrite obedience. Do not let guilt reopen access. Do not let one weak evening undo a boundary that took years of pain to build. Remember the second angel. He is pointing toward what is ahead. He is saying, prepare your mind, prepare your words, prepare your expectation. The blessing may not arrive with thunder. It may arrive through peace, order, clarity, favor, and one simple next step. If you feel fear after this, do not panic. Fear does not mean failure. Fear means an old system is being challenged. The version of you that survived chaos is learning that peace can be safe. Be patient with yourself, but do not let fear take the steering wheel again. Tonight, choose one act of obedience. Do not make it complicated. Delete the message, close the door, speak life over your finances, write the idea down, rest without guilt. Listen to the wealth signal. Take the clean step that your spirit already knows is right. You are not being punished by this warning. You are being protected by it. You are not being chased by disaster. You are being pulled into alignment. Heaven is not saying you are doomed. Heaven is saying your blessing is too close for you to keep moving like nothing matters. So receive this with peace. The two angels from heaven are not begging because you are powerless. They are begging because you are important. Your future matters. Your mind matters. Your choices matter. Your signal matters. And the next version of your life needs you present, not panicked. The old season wanted one more reaction. It wanted one more desperate yes. It wanted one more defeated sentence. It wanted one more night where you surrendered your peace to the thing God already removed. But tonight, you are not feeding the old season anymore. You are choosing stillness. You are choosing protection. You are choosing alignment. You are choosing to hear heaven before you hear fear. You are choosing to become the person who can walk through the next door without dragging every old chain across the threshold. Chosen one, Your blessing is not lost. Your signal is being restored. Your peace is being guarded. Your mind is being trained for increase. And the warning that found you today is not the end of your story. It is the mercy that stopped you before the wrong turn. So breathe again. Put your hand over your heart if you need to. Let your spirit become quiet. Tell yourself, I will not move from fear. I will not speak from lack. I will not answer the old door. I will prepare for what heaven is sending. You are not late. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are being warned because you are being positioned. And when the door opens, you will not meet it as the old frightened version of yourself. You will meet it with peace, wisdom, clarity, and faith. The angels have delivered the warning. Now carry it differently. Protect your peace. Restore your signal. Choose the pause. Listen for the right voice. And when heaven asks for your next yes, let it come from the calm place inside you that finally remembers who you are.